but the creation of freedom for oneself, for new creation, that is within the power of the lion. Cannot create new values, but it can create freedom for new creations. Okay? The creation of freedom for oneself and a sacred no even to duty. For that, my brothers, the lion is needed. So we need the lion in order to create freedom for oneself and to tell duty no. That's why we need the lion. Freedom for yourself and say no to duty. To assume the right to new values, that is the most terrifying assumption for a reverent spirit that would bear much. Verily, to him it is praying, and a matter for a beast of prey. Praying, P-R-E-Y instead of A-Y. He once loved thou shalt as most sacred. Now he must find illusion and caprice even in the most sacred, that freedom from his love may become his prey. The lion is needed for such prey. But, say my brothers, what can the child do that even the lion could not do? Why do we have to metamorphosize into the child now? Why must the praying lion still become a child? The child is innocence and forgetting, a new beginning, a game, a self-propelled wheel, a first movement, a sacred yes. For the game of creation, my brothers, a sacred yes is needed. The Spirit now wills his own will, and he who had been lost to the world now conquers his own world. Not all of this can be applied to real life. That's what I love about reading, like Objectivism, the Philosophy of Ayn Rand by Leonard Peikoff, or his other book, Omnis Parallels, or anything by Ayn Rand, is that every paragraph and every sentence and every line and every sentence fragment, if it's a run-on sentence with extra stuff going on in it, always has a point. It's always got a meaning. It's never just rambling gibberish. Some of this is just like, what in the hell are you talking about? And I'm sure that scientific discussion or Zorio can clear it up for us. I'm sure. Of 3 metamorphoses of the Spirit I have told you, how the Spirit became a camel, and the camel a lion, and the lion finally a child. Thus spoke Zarathustra, and at that time he sojourned in the town that is called the Motley Cow. So that the lion became a child. He didn't really say how, I don't think. He just said that it has to become a child because the child is innocence, forgetting, a new beginning, a game. A self-propelled wheel, not an airtight case, or watertight, whichever it is. Ayn Rand wrote a story. No, she wanted We the Living to be called watertight, I think. Or was it airtight? And it was the opposite of the usual connotation. And now I've got them both eternally mixed in my head. I don't know what's the usual thing to say. A watertight case? Airtight case? I don't know. Okay, on the teachers of virtue. A sage was praised to Zarathustra for knowing how to speak well of sleep and of virtue. He was said to be honored and rewarded highly for this, and all the youths were said to be sitting at his feet. Sounds like Jesus. To him Zarathustra went, and he sat at his feet with all the youths. And thus spoke the sage. So the sage says, honor sleep, and be bashful before it. Have honor towards sleep. That first of all, and avoid all who sleep badly and stay awake at night. Even the thief is bashful before sleep. He always steals silently through the night. Right? Even the guy who doesn't sleep is very careful not to wake everybody else up. Shameless, however, is the watchman of the night. Shamelessly he carries his horn, or his lantern, or whichever. Sleeping is no mean art. For its sake one must stay awake all day. 10 times a day you must overcome yourself. What makes you good and tired and is opium for the soul. 10 times you must reconcile yourself again with yourself, for overcoming is bitterness. And the overcoming, maybe it's a German phrase, but Nietzsche seems to be putting it in the mouth of this sage. 10 truths a day you must find, else you will still be seeking truth by night, and your soul will remain hungry. Find 10 truths a day in order to sleep well, ladies and gentlemen. Learn every day. Not just, oh, now I've learned something today. 9 more to go. 10 times a day you must laugh and be cheerful, else you will be disturbed at night by your stomach, this father of gloom. Few know it, but one must have all the virtues to sleep well. Shall I bear false witness? Shall I commit adultery? Shall I covet my neighbor's maid? All that would go ill with good sleep. He's still the sage talking. I wonder what he means by sleep. Sleep metaphorically probably means the people who are like drones, not realizing what the world's all about or something, you know. And even if one has all the virtues, there is one further thing one must know, to send even the virtues to sleep at the right time. Even the virtues have to go to sleep too, lest they quarrel with each other, the fair little women about you, child of misfortune. Peace with God and the neighbor, that is what good sleep demands. And peace even with the neighbor's devil, else he will haunt you at night. If you make peace with your neighbor's devil, you might die. So to hell with being haunted at night. Honor the magistrates and obey them, even the crooked magistrates. Good sleep demands it. Is it my fault that power likes to walk on crooked legs? No, it's not my fault. Sorry about that, but get along with the magistrates. Now, this guy is just saying to his crowd, and Zarathustra's there at his feet too now, he's just saying, don't rock the boat. Go with the flow. You know, just go along to get along. I shall call him the best shepherd, who leads his sheep to the greenest pasture. That goes well with good sleep. As if it couldn't be more obvious. Nietzsche hates sheep, and the shepherd Zarathustra does too. And here's this guy saying, let's compare ourselves to sheep, and let's take to green pastures. And that would make Zarathustra burn. Sheep? You're calling me a sheep? I do not want many honors or great jewels. That inflames the spleen. Damn, I got a diamond ring the other day. My spleen got swollen. I was wondering. Okay, but one sleeps badly with... I didn't get a diamond ring. But one sleeps badly without a good name and a little jewel. A little company is more welcome to me than evil company. Oh, so there we go. The golden mean. First of all, you need a little bit of jewels, but too much makes your spleen inflamed. A little company is more welcome to me than evil company. We can take the middle path again. We need some company, but not evil. But they must go and come at the right time. That goes well with good sleep. Much, too, do I like the poor in spirit. They promote sleep, the poor in spirit. Blessed are they, especially if one always tells them that they are right. Patronize people, flatter them, especially the stupid ones. I think that's what he was saying there. The poor in spirit. Thus passes, and they bore you, right? Because they promote sleep, so they're boring. Thus passes the day of the virtuous, and when night comes I guard well against calling sleep. For sleep, who is the master of the virtues, does not want to be called. Instead, I think about what I have done and thought during the day. Chewing the cud, I ask myself, patient as a cow, well, what were your 10 overcomings? And what were your 10 reconciliations? And the 10 truths and the 10 laughters with which your heart edified itself? Weighing such matters, and rocked by 40 thoughts, I am suddenly overcome by sleep, the uncalled, the master of the virtues. Sleep knocks at my eyes, they become heavy. Sleep touches my mouth, it stays open. Verily, on soft souls he comes to me, the dearest of thieves, and steals my thoughts. Stupid I stand, like this chair here, but not for long do I stand like this. Soon I lie. Now, sleep comes to us all. Let's forget about this. He just talked about what happens when it comes to him each day. Sleep comes to us all, but